marked by rugged terrain, thick forests, meandering rivers and streams, and pristine coastlines. Samar Province boasts natural landscapes that beckon to the voyager seeking varied adventures. It is a land that promises to quench your thirst for adrenaline-pumping exploits, set in unspoiled wonders and accompanied by the friendliest of people. The province continues to emerge as one of the Philippines' go-to places for experiences that may challenge your physical, mental, and spiritual paradigm. Ignite your spirit of adventure and bask in the glow of Samar Spark. Long overlooked by tourists as a holiday destination, Samar is now attracting more visitors to enjoy its charm and culture. Samar Province occupies more than 6,000 square kilometers of land on the western part of Samar Island in the eastern Visayas region. Direct flights from Manila and Cebu to either the Calbayog Airport or the Daniel Z. Romualdez Airport in nearby Tacloban City provide access to the province. But it can also be reached by land from both the north and south through the Pan-Philippine Highway system. For most people, their Samar adventure begins by crossing the iconic San Juanico Bridge that connects the province to the regional center of Tacloban City in neighboring Leyte Island and province. Spanning 2.6 kilometers and rising 41 meters over the San Juanico Strait, it is the longest bridge in the country and is the gateway into the province, offering picturesque views of the strait and surrounding landscapes of both Samar and Leyte. Another way to view the bridge is from the San Juanico Strait itself. The San Juanico Floating Restaurant and Boardwalk by the bay in the town of Santa Rita offers panoramic vistas of San Juanico Bridge and the surrounding environs. A 400-meter bamboo boardwalk that weaves through a thick mangrove forest leads to the floating restaurant where visitors can relax while taking in the spectacular views. Local cuisine and delicacies prepared by members of the community can be enjoyed on the floating cottages. But arguably, the greatest thrill in this place is kayaking on the San Juanico Strait. Kayaking in itself is fun, but kayaking under the shadow of the San Juanico Bridge brings it to a whole new level. Visitors can enjoy the pleasure of riding their canoes and marveling at the imposing structure from a different perspective. From Santa Rita, our adventure takes us to the southernmost town of Samar, Marabut. Marabut Marine Park features numerous limestone rock formations rising out of the sea, creating stunning disruptions in the dialogue between sea and sky. A boat ride on the calm and blue waters of San Pedro Bay takes you to the various rock formations. There is a lighthouse on an isolated rock in the marine park where birds rest. Visitors may relax in nearby Calabozo Beach to enjoy the views, the sand, and the clear waters. Later on, visitors may choose to dine in La Cocina de Marabut, a farm-to-table concept restaurant that offers dishes made with fresh produce from their organic fruit and vegetable farm. Noteworthy about La Cocina de Marabut is that it is owned and operated by a people's organization that benefits families from two communities.
Nag-operate kami, hindi kami farmer, but kami ay fisherman. After Yolanda, so overcrowded ang dagat dahil sa mga NGO na maraming ibinibigay para sa mga fisher folks. Hindi kami nag-abil, nag-farm kami. May 1 hektarya kami, ginamit namin sa aming pamilya. So, sa pagkultibar namin, ay nag-invite kami ng ibang tao o na-registered, yung natawag naging PO. Ang ship namin dyan ay na-train sa Manila. Lahat ng mga isiniserve namin, tanim na namin yan lahat.
North of Marabut is the town of Pasay, one of the oldest settlements in Samar. Basay has many claims to fame, including the centuries-old Church of St. Michael the Archangel and Buscada Church, dedicated to the Santo Niño. Charming vestiges of Spanish culture in the town.
Also worthy of mention is the tikog mat weaving industry, which can be found in Saob Cave. Tikog mats are known for their durability, using materials also used to create hats, bags, and other accessories. But the most popular attractions of Basay are the Sohoton Caves and the Sohoton Natural Bridge, both located in the Sohoton National Park. Samar is home to the most extensive cave network in the country and is considered as the caving capital of the Philippines. The Sohoton Caves make up most of this network of caves and tunnels. To get to here, travelers need to register at the Westpal Visitor Center and Eco Lodge, where the Sohoton Services Cooperative holds office for their tourism operations. This center maintains modest accommodations for adventurers who want to stay for the night. It also serves as the jump-off point to the caves and natural bridge. A 15-minute boat ride through the lush greenery of the Golden River ends at the rest area, hidden by towering limestone cliffs. Of the hundreds of caves identified in the park, the most accessible and tourist-friendly is the historic Panhulugan Cave. Countless rock formations that resemble common objects and creatures, as described by the guides, can be admired in the cave. It takes about an hour to explore the 569-meter-long tunnels and chambers of Panhulugan Cave, characterized by a mostly flat surface and gentle slopes. After the cave exploration, a visit to the Sohoton Natural Bridge follows. A kayak ride on the Sohoton River takes travelers through vistas of limestone cliffs, exotic foliage, and if you're lucky, the occasional sighting of local fauna. After about 15 minutes of kayaking, the beauty of the Sohoton Natural Bridge unravels. This is a limestone arc that connects two cliffs with a river running under it. Beyond the bridge, visitors can relax in an area secluded by tall rock formations. Here, people can swim in its cool, clear waters while taking in the splendor of the natural environment. Sohoton National Park is managed by the Sohoton Services Cooperative, organized by residents of two nearby communities.
Nagsimula po ang tour ng Sohoton base sa mga unang members, so 90s pa daw, mga 90s. Na-organize po ang association last 2004. And naging co-op po kami last January 2017. Meron pong nakasign sa na cave guide, tapos sa lighting, pinaka-sign din sa kayak guides, saka meron din mga boat operators.
The Sohoton Services Cooperative is another success story in community-based tourism operations and management in Samar.
So naging member sila ng Sohoton, so nabigyan sila ng pagkakataon na magtrabaho at saka meron ding income. So yung iba naman ng mga hindi nakapagtapos, so kahit hindi tapos, nabigyan din ng pagkakataon na makatrabaho dito sa Sohoton.
A trip to Calbiga will not be complete without visiting the Lulugayan Falls that surge into tiers of pools that connect to the Calbiga River. It is easy to lose track of time while enjoying the refreshing waters and the majesty of this waterfall. Slow-paced, chill moments between adventures are opportunities to discover the other features of Samar. Exploring the towns and villages of the province can complement the adrenaline-pumping activities that Samar offers. These are opportunities to immerse in the local culture and discover treats that whet the appetite. One such town is Paranas, where homegrown delicacies have gained popularity even beyond Samar. In the village of Buray, locals produce and sell different kinds of sweet pleasures. But the most popular of these is the piñato, a bar of ground rice, pinipig, nuts, and a lot more flavor-inducing ingredients. Piñato and other sweets are usually sold along the roads by members of a local vendor association. Rice cakes are also big in Samar. Traditional recipes for their version of rice cakes have been passed on to generations of Samareños. Purity Bake Shop in the town center has become an institution for local baked goodies. It is well known for their tasty and delicate dinner rolls, locally called pinudyot, which has gained popularity in the community and neighboring towns. Purity is also synonymous to the galletas, a thin and crunchy biscuit flavored as a snack and presents for family and friends. A tour of the laid-back town must include the centuries-old St. Peter and St. Paul Church facing Makeda Bay. The original structure was built by the Jesuits in 1609, but was rebuilt multiple times after fires, earthquakes, and typhoons damaged the building over the centuries. The present church retains much of a 19th century integrity with massive sandstone, mortar, and stucco walls. It is a remnant of the town's history and colonial heritage. But Paranas is not just a laid-back, sleepy town. It is, in fact, known for a truly exhilarating attraction.
We have many tourist spots here in Paranas, and most beautiful, exciting, and famous tourist spot we have is the Ulot River.
Ulot River is home to the Torpedo Boat Extreme Ride. The boat used in this activity is a long, motorized canoe resembling, you guessed it, a torpedo. The unique design of the torpedo has been proven to be most suitable in navigating through the rough currents of the river. Barreling through the 10.5 kilometer scenic stretch of the river takes an hour from Sitio Campo Uno to the destination called Dennis Point. Once here, travelers can swim in the cool waters and picnic on the massive boulders that line the river. For the more daring, a leap into the gushing waters is a must-try. The trip back to the jump-off point takes longer as the torpedo runs against a strong river current.
Ang role ko yung guide. As a guide, ako yung nag-ano ng mga bisita, nag-aalalay, nag-assist dito para maano yung safety nila, walang mangyaring masama. Tsaka yung sa point man naman, yung boatman, sila naman about sa boat, sila yung para yung biyahe namin maayos.
The boat ride is another example of how the community can benefit from tourism and how they can help in protecting the environment.
Acronym to Tour Guides and Boat Operator for River Protection and Environmental Development Organization. Yun po. Yung ginagawa po namin, every month, nagkakaroon po kami ng clearing operation dito sa nililinis namin yung mga tabi-tabi, yung mga basura, pinukuha namin. Yun para panatili yung kalinisan sa Ulot River. Yun po, nagkakaisa po kami pati lahat ng mga sa community, mga DNR police, yun. Sama-sama kami dito, naglilinis.
Malaki ang tulong ng Torpedo Boat Extreme Ride dahil yung mga tao dito dati, they are engaged in insurgency, not all, the rest only, and they are also engaged in illegal logging activities. But then, na-convert na yun, and most people here natulungan magkaroon ng income, most particularly the tour guides.
Initiatives to engage the local communities for tourism services has been successful and is being replicated in many other towns. One such initiative can be found in Lobo Cave, where locals are also trained to be cave guides. Lobo Cave,
In the town of Yabong,
touted by some to be the most beautiful in the country, is steadily gaining popularity among caving enthusiasts. A 45-minute to 1 hour, mostly downhill trek from the jump-off point in Tagbayaon village makes up the first part of this adventure. The trek begins with a hike through plantations and vistas of neighboring mountains and Makeda Bay. The landscape slowly transitions to tall grasses, then thick forests as you make your way down the steep hill. Upon reaching the entrance to the cave, one may find it underwhelming. but the modest entry definitely belies the beauty of inside. Maneuvering through the tunnels and chambers of Lobo Cave entails walking, crawling, sliding, and climbing. One of the highlights of the cave is the angel wings. Made even more mystical by sparkling calcite crystal deposits all over the walls and ceilings. The underground water systems in the cave are even more amazing. To get to the subterranean waterfalls and pools, explorers have to pass through the diamond hole, which can fit only one person at a time. But all the effort is worth it, as the cascading water over rock formations beguiles the exhausted traveler. You can swim in the pools, relax under the falls, and just enjoy the experience. After hours of exploring the vast cave network, the adventure takes on another form as the journey back to town passes through a different route. This time, a more relaxed walk through a dry riverbed leads to the Panaghoyan River, where canoes take you on a serene journey through canyons and forest cover. The experience is straight out of an adventure movie and can make one's imagination run wild. Traveling further north of Samar in the town of San Jorge, the Pinipisacan Falls and the adjacent Sulpan Cave are sure to deliver another epic adventure. The journey is not for the faint of heart. From the town, it takes a 30-minute motorcycle ride through some rough roads, a 1 to 2 hour boat ride, and a 1 to 2 hour trek through challenging terrain in uncharted forests. It may sound difficult, but those who decide to take on the quest will certainly be rewarded. This is Pinipisacan Falls. Its refreshingly cool waters flow from the mouth of Sulpan Cave and then run into a series of 4 waterfalls and pools, finally pouring into the right stream of the Candada River. Hidden in lush forests, the falls and cave environs had remained untouched. The beauty of Pinipisacan Falls is worth the long journey. It is an adventure that should be in every explorer's bucket list. Samar's charm doesn't always lie in extreme and rugged settings. Urban adventures are also offered in its 2 cities. Calbayog City is one of the northernmost localities of the province. Aside from hosting the airport, the city is also Samar's gateway from the north and is a major economic center of the province. Because of the vastness of the city, it encompasses mountains and plains that also contain its own share of caves, waterfalls, and other natural attractions. Its 97-kilometer coastline by the Samar Sea is dotted by beaches, shipping facilities, and fishing communities. Fishing has led to a popular small-scale industry in Calbayog, the tinapa, or smoked fish. Pingping's Tinapa is a successful cottage industry. They pioneered vacuum packing the smoked fish to preserve its flavor and prolong its shelf life. Today, their tinapa has become a staple purchase when in Calbayog and is exported to countries within the region. The Calbayog Zipline and Malahog Ridge Nature Park is the city's biggest crowd drawer to date. Heading to the zipline launch deck is an adventure in itself, as visitors have to walk for about an hour through the nature park on the ridge. The park has a 915-meter concrete trail with about 855 steps that take you through thick foliage, volcanic and limestone rock formations, crevices, and small caves. Picnic areas and overlook points at various levels of the ridge provide a panorama of the surrounding beaches, islands, and mountains. At the end of the trail, the 950-meter zip line starts from the top of the ridge, going to the outlying Daraga Islet. The 1-minute ride gives a thrilling experience as you glide over the waters while taking in the view. From Daraga Islet, visitors take a 5-minute boat ride to the nearby Malahog Beach. The beach has grayish sand and clear blue waters and is a popular go-to for locals and tourists. And spending a day on the beach can be the best way to end the tour of Calbayog City. Our Samar adventure finally takes us to the heart of the province, Catbalogan City. As the province's commercial, political, and cultural center, the city is in a constant frenzy. Every morning, tons of fishermen's fresh catch are unloaded in the busy fish port and sold to early market goers. Not surprisingly, drying fish has become one of the city's cottage industries. Hundreds of different fish varieties are salted and laid out to dry under the sun and exposed to the sea breeze. These are then sold on the streets as local fare or delicacy for visitors. Catbalogan has seen an increase in cafes and restaurants offering diverse dining options. More hotels and meeting facilities are also opening, including the upscale M Grand Royal Resort Hotel. Overlooking Makeda Bay and the outlying islands, it offers comfortable accommodations and leisure amenities. Although there is always something new in the city, Catbalogan has no short supply of heritage buildings and spaces. The 400-year-old St. Bartholomew Church sits in the city's main parish. The structure has seen numerous reconstructions and renovations over its 4-century history due to various calamities and disasters. Another important building in Catbalogan is the Samar Provincial Capitol. Built in 1930, it is an imposing neoclassical building rich in history and heritage. Across the provincial capital is Imelda Park, the venue for many important events of the city and province. Residents come to the park to relax with family and friends. The centerpiece of this space is the obelisk depicting milestones in Samar's history. Two other notable public spaces in Catbalogan include the Town Plaza beside the City Hall, where the statue of national hero Jose Rizal can be found. The other is the Pieta Park in front of the St. Bartholomew Church, where a memorial to the victims of the MV Doña Paz ferry tragedy was erected. These places offer locals and visitors a respite from the bustle of city life, but going to the upper outskirts of the city proper can provide a better escape with relaxing panoramic views of Catbalogan City and Makeda Bay. Undoubtedly, Samar is gaining prominence as an eco-adventure destination in the Philippines. Its unspoiled environment and rugged landscape offer experiences that are exciting, precisely because they take you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I think maybe the places are very beautiful, the nature places, also the falls, or here the caves.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I like very much the cave, the Lobo Cave. Very nice experience for me, very, very nice. And waterfalls also, yeah, like you said, in Calvayo, very nice waterfalls there. So we really like the province, this one. Me, I come to Philippines 3 times, and I travel a lot around, but this province, I can recommend it, I like too much, yes.
And also the people, it's very, very nice people, very friendly. Here in Catbalogan, also in Calvayo, in all the places.
Ultimately, what makes every experience truly memorable are the people with whom you share it. The warm, cheerful, and helpful disposition of the Samareños belie the rough and tough image that has been linked to them. This spirit is in the real spark of Samar, and it ignites the appetite, energy, drive, and the passions behind the thrilling encounters in this rugged adventure island.